Yes, children. Now in this we are going to study the thermodynamic concept of finding out or taking out the metals from their oxides. Now Gibbs free energy is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Delta G indicates Gibbs free energy, delta H is enthalpy, change in enthalpy, T is absolute temperature, and delta S is change in entropy. Entropy, everyone knows what is entropy, it is randomness. Now relation between delta G and K. This relation we can arrange this delta G Gibbs free energy relation with K. Delta G is equal to minus R T ln K. Now here R is the constant, T is temperature, and K is again the constant. Here delta G for any chemical reaction to be feasible, to move forward, delta G should always be negative. For delta G to negative, delta G is negative, you will find that K value will coming to be out to be positive. Every time this will be positive. Now how it is possible? First, at any temperature, that means with any temperature, whenever you try to do the chemical reaction, you will see when temperature is increased, entropy is increasing, and when entropy increases, then ultimately T delta S will also increase. That means change in temperature bringing the change in randomness of the equation, and thereby it increases. So you will get the equation T delta S is always more than delta H. When T delta S is more than delta H, ultimately final product delta G will also always be negative. That means the reaction is feasible. Now we can see the another criteria. The next thing what we can see is if delta G is positive. Suppose delta G is value coming to be positive. It has to be brought to negative so that the reaction can proceed further. This can be done by coupling that reaction with another reaction whose delta G is negative, more negative. So combining the two, you will ultimately get delta G as a negative and reaction proceeds further. Now this can only be understood. This reaction is only possible with the help of this Ellingham diagram. This is the Ellingham diagram. That means that this diagram is between delta G and temperature. This diagram is delta G and temperature. This is the value of delta G. This is in negative. This should be negative. Okay, here it is delta G absolute, and this value is always be in negative. That means if delta G is negative, ultimately the reaction is feasible. And this side is temperature. You will see here we can see the equation. Now magnesium, if you take magnesium when react with oxygen, magnesium oxides is formed, and with the increase in temperature, the value of this reaction is found to be very less. Delta G is coming to be very less. So this reaction, feasibility of this reaction is very fast and possible. Detail about this we will study now. First we will try to understand what is this graph is. Now this plot is between delta G and T. You have seen the reaction. We will find that always metal reacts with oxygen. Metal reacts with oxygen and metal oxides are formed. Each of these you will find a similar type of reaction. Now in this we will see that reaction, this diagram is between delta G and temperature. We have seen delta G increases with increase in temperature. Each plot is a straight line except when some change in phase. This you can see very well. That you will see that mostly the reaction, this diagram, this graph, the feasibility reaction is coming to be straight line. Except in some, you can see there is abrupt change. Whatever change coming, the abruptness is there. That is with the increase in temperature, this abruptness shows that there is change in phase taking place. That is solid to liquid or liquid to gas when change takes place. Such type of graph is seen here. And this point where it changes can be seen having some particular temperature in it. This we will study in detail more. Now, this reaction you see, zinc when changes to zinc oxide, its temperature is 1180, and you will find the same thing in the graph in your books also, children. Now this Ellingham diagram, by this there are some limitations in this diagram, in this graph. The limitation is the kinetics of the reaction it does not show. This does not show how fast or slow the reaction taking place. It only tells us whether any substance or any oxides has been, one particular oxides reacts with one particular reducing agent, and whether that reducing agent is reducing that oxides to get the metal or not. Only this much part is shown by this Ellingham diagram. It does not tell us about the rate of reaction. Second limitation is reactant and product equilibrium. This you can see. Suppose one reactant is there, they say metal oxides are there, and this is the reducing agent. When when these two react together, you will get metal and another oxides are formed. First, this reducing agent has changed to the oxides form, or the oxidation has taken place. Now, this interpretation that delta G is based on K is not always true. It is not always true, because in this only the solid state has been shown. In the gaseous state has been shown, but generally the reaction solid also is there, and so it is not possible.